Hey everybody, this is Mark's Home Hobbies. How are you this evening? Alright, I'm glad you're doing alright, so am I. Just a little update on the WLtoys K969 rear wheel drive modified. Here's how we're sitting. Yeah, we had some motor issues with the Excel Racing motor. It locked up solid. I don't know why I didn't overheat it or anything like that, not severely anyway, so I'm done with brushless, to tell you the truth. I could run this car all day long and heat the motor up any temperature I want, go through as many battery packs as I want when I had it originally stock like this, and never had a problem with it. As soon as I went to that brushless motor, I started tearing up gears, I started losing parts, had to make this different. Programming the controller is just a nightmare. I don't know. It's not really worth it, to tell you the truth. Brushless is brushed is so much easier. Little speed controls are only a couple of bucks, and the motors are only a couple bucks. And if you blow it, you blow it. And it has pretty good speed. It has that nice brass gear on there that goes well with the metal drive gear there. So it's all put back together. I've run it in a little bit and it drives like a dream. I did have one problem though with the steering. I wasn't satisfied with the Beaver Hobby steering setup. Not at all. Just too much fiddling around, raising it up Ackerman, this, that, geometry, steering rod length. Just a big mad bunch of issues. Only to result in steering not being correct on both sides of the car, needless to say. So, what we did to resolve that little issue was make our own steering system here out of parts on hand. So we can see the raised servo mount screwed down to the chassis, and then it's hooked by a single activating lever, much like the stock setup, with a tie rod. And the tie rod has a provision for a rod end, ball end link to go right down into the tie rod. And it seems to work just fine. We have suspension, front and rear. Rear's a little tight. I might have to put a looser spring on there. Yep, we have suspension, and she turns. And she turns good. So, it turns a little bit further than that, but I'm not going to force the issue because I don't have the servo glued down right at this point. But it does turn a little bit further than this. But the way the car was driving before, it really does not take all that much to correct it in this form. Remember we talked about weight in the last video? There's the same point now that with this new setup on here. So let's see if we can judge it. I'd say we've got about a 60-40. Yeah, 60-40 with the rear bias, which is still good. Still right in there. Like I said, I tried it before, and the car's very predictable, and there's still a slight bit of wheel wobble from the gyro, but that's only this gyro and this receiver right here. So what a big difference. Something I did on this car has smoothed it out to the point where this receiver gyro almost works right, even though the priority is set at 0. Steering angle about 40-45%, and yeah, priority is 0. No throttle control at all on there. I find the throttle control on the SVC is, just takes away from the enjoyment of it as you're wanting to crush the throttle to go around the big sweepers. The throttle control kicks in and kind of stutters the motor a little bit, as does the anti-lock braking system. I still haven't figured that one out yet, of course. I don't really have the braking system set up on this car. It does have a provision for that with the speed control. The little switch right there enables the braking function, so I do believe I have it set it to off right now, because who needs brakes, right? Certainly not me. you can see how the rear motor mount setup works there. It's very nice. I like it. It centers that weight right in the middle of the car. And oh, that weight, the balance is just incredibly good for this car. I mean, I may still switch out this front shock to the old one too. These metal ones are kind of meh. So, all right. So anyways, this is the current state of the car, and yeah, hope you like it. Battery mounted this way and everything. Sure, just kind of holds itself in there. I don't know, it's kind of holding up against the servo mount a little bit, and it's actually pretty good. I mean, it won't fall out, so we're just going to leave it run like that. And yeah. Maybe I'll find a sticker for the bottom of the car, and I'll dress it up a little bit, and yeah, try to get a new ball diff in there, you know, see if I can find a new one. All my ball diffs are all chewed up by that brushless fiasco. So anyways, we're going to stick with the brush setup for right now. Back to the old stock stuff. Next time I show you, I promise, I'll show you running on the track. It's just about in that condition right now to where I'm ready to go out and do some hot laps with the camera, and I may even try out my new gimbal. So if you watch this long, thanks a lot, and tell your friends, tell your neighbors, subscribe. I still need about 13, 14, something like that to get to 100 before I can do that giveaway. So everybody likes a free prize. Alright, well anyways, thanks for watching, and you guys have a nice night, and we'll see you in the next one. Mark's Home Hobby saying peace out.